team, we're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mayfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
On the deep ball.
But instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Mims. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
At the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Denzel Mims, 45 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score, Colts 7. Washington, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the
success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he finds McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First down, Washington.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
Maher now to kick this one away. Marlon Mack ready to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Number 27, the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
throwing. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Complete.
D.D. Westbrook, 32 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. To return it is Mack. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. Then we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Taylor.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. He'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He sets to fire deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Number 20.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And that is incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, 70 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
first and 10. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line.
27.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
42 yards on the play. First down, Washington.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number 7.
Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. To return it is Mack. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Just try to take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the safe boy till there's nothing left. And I went to the bed until we all got them buckets.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's another Colts first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Denzel Mims, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game 24-24. Rodrigo.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And Washington has taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes this Washington 31. Colts 24. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This is taken way up at the 25. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Taylor working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ball carrier.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Denzel Mims with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game 31-31.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. Back now in Indianapolis. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Kickoff for Indianapolis.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 16-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Love again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff working right. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Washington.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's going to rifle deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Love. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory.